Hey guys, it's Panda here, and thank you for the patience that you guys have been giving to us. We know that you have been looking forward to this video for quite some time, and we're going to bring you a brief guide, or maybe not so brief guide, to Electron. Electron is a high and mighty elder dragon that really couldn't be bothered with your 1 cent worth of damage. He just goes like, what are these things? What's that? An Innsbite? Nope, sorry. Too bad you aren't good enough to wear my armor. Next. This party wipe mechanic, also known as Eschaton Judgment, or some may call it the Supernova, happens when he transits from the Dragon mode to another, which we will explain in detail later. When a party does not deal enough elemental damage to it, this judgment will be a party wipe and there is no way out of it at all. When you deal enough elemental damage to it, the judgment's damage will be reduced and Electron will see you worthy of his opponent and allow you to continue your battle. If you are having tough times clearing the special assignment or event quest of Electron, don't worry, you're not alone.
It only took 40 years.
Aside from this death mechanic, other attacks are pretty reasonable to deal with. They are mostly dodgeable. Electron may seem too fast on his feet at first, but once you get the hang of his attack cycles, you'll be alright. Stay with us until the end of the video, we have some of his attacks analyzed there. Now the only thing left to do is to figure out how to clear this death mechanic. The only way possible, it seems for now, is to pass this test and aim for the weaker damage Supernova. When you deal enough elemental damage, the handler will let you know that you're on the right track by saying, "You're doing a good job containing Electron's power." And you can see Electron stumbling backwards like he got hurt. And a shiny drop will drop from him. This is the first elemental damage capacity that you have reached, and it will reduce some of the damage of the Supernova. When you continue to do more elemental damage, you may reach the second elemental damage capacity, where the handler will say,
"A lot of Electron's power is a shutdown."
Then he will flinch again. This is the second elemental damage capacity that will reduce a large amount of the Supernova's damage. To survive this weak Supernova, gather with your teammates in an area and place health boosters on the ground. Spam Asteria Jerky, Max Potions, Great Sushi Fish Fin, or Ancient Potion during its Supernova. This is survivable as its Supernova damage is dealt on your health at a slower rate and is a lot lesser damage than the original Supernova. There is absolutely no way of getting out of the unnerved original Supernova. So if the handler didn't give you a heads up telling you that you're done enough, you know that you're gonna die for sure. Electron has 3 different element modes: Fire, Ice, and Dragon mode. Each modes have different elemental weakness. The horns can only be broken in the Dragon mode. In the Fire mode, its horns and body glows red. During this mode, Ice is the strongest elemental damage against Electron. In the Ice mode, its horns and body glows blue. During this mode, Fire is the strongest elemental damage against Electron. In the Dragon mode, its horns and body glows purple. During this mode, all elements are equally weak, that is 1 star weakness against him. So the question you may be asking yourself is, you know that you have to bring an elemental build, but which element is the best? To know this, we are going to understand the cycles of Electron's element modes. Normally, Electron's element modes switches in this cycle: Fire to Dragon, then to Ice to Dragon, then back to Fire to Dragon again. However, you can manipulate its elemental rotation by breaking its horns in the Dragon mode. If you break horns in the Dragon mode, it will not switch to its opposite element in the next cycle. So if you have Electron at Fire mode, then Dragon, and you break the horns in the Dragon mode, it goes back to the Fire mode instead of switching to the Ice mode. You can manipulate the elemental rotation in this manner for only 2 times, since there are only 2 horns. In the special assignment and the event quest, the Evening Star, Electron will start off with the Fire mode first, then switch to the Dragon mode, where you can then break the horns, causing it to change back to Fire mode after the supernova. Then the cycle continues, Dragon mode again, where you can break the horns for the second time, causing it to change to Fire mode back again. Considering that we can control the elements in this manner, and likely by the third Dragon mode, your party should be able to kill the dragon. We can then go in with an Ice element build, as Ice is the strongest element weakness during the Fire mode. Using the same theory, we can enter the event quest Dawn of the Death Star with a Fire element weapon, since Elytron starts off being in the Ice mode in this quest. So you would get Ice mode to Dragon mode, Brick Horns, Judgment, then Ice mode again, Dragon mode, Brick Horn again, Judgment again, then Ice mode and Dragon mode. By then you should be able to kill the dragon. Knowing how to manipulate Elytron's elemental modes would help us decide what build we should bring to the quest. Some skills that we quite recommend is Blight Resistance level 3, for of course Blight Resistance, as almost all attacks of Elytrons give you Blight. Speed Eating level 3, which lets you eat in the Judgment faster. Elemental attack up to level 6 or 5, along with damage related skills like Affinity and Critical Boost to reach damage potentials. And most importantly, your defense skills, Health Boost level 3 and Divine Blessing level 3 or 5 if possible. Here are some general tips. In the special assignment quest, you will land directly in front of Elytron, so make sure you eat with gourmet vouchers to get full health and stamina. This is also why speed eating is essential here for all the buffs you have to take while trying to avoid Elytron's attacks. Elytron can be one-shot only on the large rocks on the edge of the map or when he's flying, but our advisors only one-shot him when he's in the air. During his flight, he will do a few roars after flying attacks. Clutch him then one-shot. He will fall to the ground. Use Glider Mantle to clutch and mount, preferably when he is in Red-Eyed in Dragon mode, so you can break horns easily. Try to eat for Safeguard or Insurance to get an extra feint. They do stack, so if you go with a buddy, try to organize it so your buddy eats for one and you do the other. If you do not have Blight Resistance level 3, bring Nulberries, but only eat them when you have Dragon Blight, since Dragon Blight does not allow you to deal elemental damage and will eventually lead to party wipe from the supernova. If you got Ice Blight, use Dash Juice instead. Position yourself diagonally instead of right in front of Elytron's mouth because that is where most hit zones are, and you can alternatively place yourself beside Elytron if you are a melee user. Front legs are weaker to slash damage, but if they are very hard to reach, aim for its back legs, that at least gives decent damage. Bring Dust of Life and use them when your teammates are stunned or on low health. Always bring Wetfish Fin Plus to sharpen if you're using melee. On Elytron's attacks. When blue sparkles starts to shine around Elytron and he rears up, he will do a lightning bolt attack over a large area. In this attack, the safer place to be is underneath him because the bolts won't land there. Another type of bolt attack is when he swings his head and you will see two vertical lines of bolts on the ground. You can dodge this by rolling sideways. This attack will later evolve into rows of bolts on the ground. You can dodge it by rolling towards Elytron, but you have to roll right after the thunder in front of you has hit the ground. Or you can do a Superman dive to be invincible through the attack. When it looks into the sky, it is either going to breathe in front or directly underneath it. When caught in this attack that is directly beneath him, either fire or ice, clutch the Elytron to avoid the most damage. And if you are at the end of the circle, try to roll out of the area of effect. Our breaths have an incredible range. It can reach very far, so don't underestimate them. Dragon Bite. When Elytron is flying, he will target one of the player. Then he will attack player 2 times with his bite. This will make your character fall to the ground and would not be able to get up for 3 to 4 seconds. Getting hit by this attack will also give you Dragon Blight. Avoid this attack by rolling continuously. This attack might be lethal if you take the first hit because you will be crawling on the ground unable to avoid his second attack. This attack will later evolve to be 3 hits in the later stage of the quest. Ice Burst. This attack happens in the second phase after 1 judgment. Elytron will give an ice breath that is triangularly shaped, and the ground will be coated with ice. If you stand inside of this area, it will do a lot of damage and give you Ice Blight as well. Dodge this by rolling left or right. Fiery Burst. This attack takes place in both the first and second phase of the battle. In the first phase, Elytron will spit fire on the ground and hop back. The fire spitted on the ground will be shaped like an arrow shape and they explode. If you stand on it, then you will get damaged and Fire Blight. There is another attack similar to it, but it is shaped like a circle around Elytron. The explosion of the last ring of this attack is bigger and will do more damage than others. You can dodge these by rolling away when you get targeted. Elytron will shoot ice into the air and then fly and keeps shooting into the air. This may seem pointless and an opening to tenderize, but Elytron is coating the ceiling with ice and this ice will fall down on the ground after some time. It might fall on you and create an opening for Elytron to finish you off, so watch out for them. Ice cracks will be created wherever the ice drops. The ice cracks will also be shot by Elytron from his mouth. These ice cracks will explode with Dragon Element if they are hit by Thunder attack. Alright, that's all we have for you today in this video. Hope you have learned something from this video. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe and well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.